Hey everyone, Mark Brabazon from Back to It Physiotherapy here. Quick little chat on ankles. If you miss range of motion at the ankles, it can set the whole body up for disaster. You run into issues by prematurely loading the knee. You start really hinging at the hips. Therefore, you'll start loading your spine with the lumbar, thoracic, cervical. So these are the areas that tend to get that vulnerability for injury from something as simple as all the way down south at your ankles. So two quick techniques that I like to use to kind of get into the calf muscles and start to break up the tissue. Okay, and that will be a good start. Obviously, some people do or might have some joint restrictions, but for a lot of people that don't do any kind of stretching or anything through their calf muscles, this is a good starting point. Super easy. Find your average wall. Find your foam roller, whether you find something with teeth on it, like a rumble roller, or whether you find a more softer foam roller. But what you want to do is basically just get the roller under your calf muscle like this, and you've got a choice. You play around with just rocking it from side to side at different parts of that calf muscle and see what you can find. Ultimately, if that's not enough compression for you, grab your other leg, bring it across the top, add some more weight on there. Once I've got that tissue trapped again, then I can either basically plantar flex or dorsiflex my ankle, or same thing, I can roll from side to side. But if you're twiddling thumbs in front of the TV, try and be a little more proactive with your time, get on the roller and just spend some time unwinding, because before you know it, the commercial break's on and you've already done an easy 5 minutes on your calf muscle. Number two, second alternative, grab yourself a trigger point ball. Now, for this one, I maybe would start with something a little softer, even start with a tennis ball, and when you feel confident, you've started knocking off some of these trigger points, upgrade to something a little bit firmer, such as a lacrosse ball. What you want to do is wedge the ball between the back of your calf muscle and the back of your thigh. Trap the tissue. Don't worry about what's going on with this other leg, we're just concerned about what's going on here. Once you've found a bit of a sore spot, all you want to do is start to rock from side to side. And imagine this is like a therapist sort of getting their hands in there and breaking up all of that tissue, all of that knotted up, old worn down tissue through there. So what I want you to do is just start working through that region. Start off with 2 minutes, and then what you'll find is that before long, this pain, which can be quite a lot initially when you start this exercise, will start dropping off more and more. But what we ultimately want to see with this is that either one of these stretches, we basically get up and then look at, do we have a lot better ankle bend through there? Do we have better motion in our ankle? Do we have less of a pull in the back of our calf? If we have any ankle impingement, does that feel better? But there's two simple, basic sort of calf muscle stretches for your gastroc and your soleus to get started on, to see if that can improve your ankle range of motion and therefore improve some of the functional movements that you're doing on the floor, such as squats and lunges and things like that. So give those guys a try and see